We're inside Villa Park, where there can't be that many empty seats visible, to be honest, Steve. Even the West Ham United fans, despite potential travel difficulties with the stations, I don't know how people are going to get back. King's Cross and Euston was shot earlier today.
Trains were shocking yesterday. I was on them myself, and they weren't very good yesterday.
As the players now ring the centre circle, claret and blue shirts, white shorts and light blue socks for Aston Villa. West Ham United in a change kit, very dark blue shirt, shorts and socks will now come to the centre circle as we will have a period of remembrance inside Villa Park. Here's Declan Rice again as he scampers forward and he lollocks it out wide to the right-hand side. Ben Johnson's high up the park for West Ham United, just outside the Villa penalty area. Left-footed, driven shot and scores! Johnson in off the right side, a left-footed shot which curls beyond Emiliano Martinez, and it's West Ham United who take the lead after just 7 minutes. They have the advantage at Villa Park. It's Aston Villa 0, West Ham United 1.
Yeah, and every single player, outfield player, over into that right-hand corner to celebrate. Again, I spoke about earlier, the low press not really going to shut down. And as soon as Johnson receives it, he's allowed to drive forward, then cut inside on that left foot. I have an issue with fullbacks defending in modern day football. They just don't get tight enough. They don't affect the player in possession of the ball enough. And when the opposition fullback or wide players inside your penalty area, you've got to get tighter than that, particularly when they come inside and it opens up the far corner. It's still a wonderful finish from Johnson.
McGinn, left-footed, lifted, 6-yard box, goes through a crowd of players, still not been cleared. Now it's driven straight at Lucas Fabianski. That was a real chance, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what Bailey was trying to do there. He just curled it back into the keeper's arms. Once he gets control, you want him to strike it.
And Ben Rama now goes striding down the far end of the pitch. Macambo is back with him. He's sort of pushed him off the ball, just used good physicality. Finds Antonio, dances inside the 18-yard box, taken away from him by Ben Johnson, whips it across in towards the near post, bobbles down to Bowen. Turn goalwards, Bowen again, headed off the line and out of play for a corner kick. Yeah, wow, how didn't that go in, Steve? 15 play, West Ham leading 1-0, could have been 2.
Yeah, it didn't go in because there was a brilliant block defensively and I didn't quite see who made it. There's one clearance off the line.
Cash.
It's Cash. He's made a double block there that certainly saved Villa from going 2-0 down.
Well, he was in the money there, Steve, wasn't he, Cash? As he cleared that, sorry. Here come Villa again on the right-hand side. Long-range effort from Matt Cash, trying to replicate what Chelsea do at the moment with scoring full-back, wing-back players that they have. Reece James with a couple yesterday, but that was always sailing over the top of the bar. It's a goal kick.
Yeah, David Moyes just again very frustrated because that was one of his own players that tried to ping that across the pitch.
There goes Cash. He's run from right back to left wing at this moment in time, cuts back onto his right boot, needs a bit of support, looks behind him, finds Ashley Young, the early substitute for Aston Villa in this game, and he curls it out wide towards McGinn, who's on that right hand side, steps back onto his left boot, filters it forward. Buendia picks up the ball, makes his way towards the byline, drives it in towards the near post. Watkins gets the equaliser for Aston Villa. McGinn and Buendia in the end setting it up, and Ollie Watkins, who struggled to get goals so far this season in the Premier League, gets his second, and with 11 minutes to go before the break, number 11 scores the equaliser for Villa. Villa 1, West Ham 1.
Yeah, and dare I say, Phil, that they've not recovered from when the goalkeeper put that out for a corner.
No.
They really haven't got their half since. And that's why David Moyes gets frustrated, because in a game where they've been really comfortable, that last 4 minutes of pressure has come from them not, defending properly or I mean, the ball back to Fabianski should have been set on his right foot so he could put his foot through it. In terms of the goal itself, Buendia does brilliant down on the touchline to beat his man and feed it back to Watkins, who holds a great position about 8-10 yards out, and it's a good finish.
And Cash now, who set that up really by driving forward, is dispossessed. Young goes sliding in. Back it comes to West Ham United though. Ben Rama over the halfway line, looking to spring forward. Antonio on the left-hand touchline, now driving in from that left-hand side onto his right boot. He's in towards the 6-yard box. He loops a shot with a deflection over the bar, and that'll be a corner kick to West Ham.
Yeah, it's a great response You know, it's a ball slid down the side. You get Antonio the ball at his feet. He will drive at defenders and they will back off. But it was good defending the Ings. It forced him on the outside on his weaker foot from an angle, but it took the deflection and just went over the goal. But that's where you want Antonio taking the shots. You definitely don't want him stepping over and cutting back onto that right foot.
Bowen on the right-hand side, now cutting infield, just shimmies it back to Rice. On the halfway line he finds Kurt Zouma. Lively game this has been though, Steve, so far. 7.5 to go before the break. One apiece. Jarrod Good continuing on 94.9 FM and Souček in possession, and the Czech international is going to give it a mighty positive thump out wide towards Benrahma on that left hand side for West Ham United, cutting in on his right foot, likes to do so, won't unleash on this occasion, filters it towards Declan Rice. He's going to have a dig and score for West Ham United. Declan Rice beating Emiliano Martinez at his far post. It bounced off the woodwork and into the back of the net, and the Hammers lead again. Aston Villa 1, West Ham United 2.
Yeah, and that's a well constructed goal. It wasn't just about the set and the finish. There's a good 5, 6, 7, 8 passes with a wonderful diagonal from right to left in the build up to that goal. There it is. I think it's Souček who hits the original diagonal, gets a little 2v1 on the far side. That allows space to cut back inside, and you have a couple of sideward passes. Declan Rice's first touch is out of his feet, and again, you know, as a former centre-half that love to get out and make blocks, there's not enough intent defensively there to stop that shot. You don't see anybody bursting out, getting tight to Declan Rice to block the or to narrow the blocking angle to make the stop. Again, I look at the goalkeeper, was a bit late getting across his line. He has skidded off the post and in, but he looked late.
Here comes Cash. He's just eased off the ball by Benrahma, but stays on his feet and wins it back. Here is Target for Villa on the left-hand side. Filters it down to the outside of the West Ham United penalty area. Bailey trying to make a break for the byline, has to sweep it back to Target. Rolls his studs on it and then curls it in towards a header, which is going to drift wide from John McGinn.
Yeah, good bodies in the box. So Watkins is in there, Cash is in there, McGinn gets in there, and it's not a bad delivery from Target. You know, Bailey attracts two players to him. He turns out, recognises he's under pressure, and feeds the ball back to Target, and he delivers a decent ball. What surprised me, there was a free hitter in the middle of the West Ham 6-yard box, which is very unusual.
And West Ham United have won it back, and Jarrod Bowen slides it into midfield. Here comes Fornals driving over the halfway line. He gets horse-collared by Courtney Hawes after he got past him, and then Bowen spills over inside the penalty area. The referee has given what?
He's given a free kick on the edge of the box.
Right on the edge of the but meantime, Pablo Fornals is in some sort of distress.
Absolutely garrots him.
Surely the Courtney Hawes one's got to be a red card, and then they're looking at maybe when Jarrod Bowen was tugged back, is that the first one's got to be, as the two captains go over.
The second one. He's looking at the second one. I don't think that's a sending off, funny enough.
Well, it was Bowen getting inside the penalty area. Was he bundled over? That's not an angle we're going to see, but Konsa is the man in trouble. What is he going to do here? It is going to be a red card by the looks of it, and it will be. Now, is it Konsa who's getting sent off for the denying of a possible goal-scoring opportunity? Konsa is off by the looks of it. He's been called to the referee. This could be disastrous for Aston Villa. Konsa is being red carded, but what about the Courtney Hawes?
Could be both centre-halves off.
Dean Smith can't quite understand it.
I don't think that one's a sending off.
Here comes a throw in though for Aston Villa. A long one again from Cash into the 18-yard box, headed away by Souček. Hawes goes for it, nibbles it down towards Mings, drives it out wide towards McGinn, right-footed, delivers across. Mings with a header off the crossbar, acrobatically cleared.
I think that's a save. It's a lovely dink from McGinn across the box. It's Watkins with a header. I think Fabianski gets a very important touch.
We're almost three-quarters of the way through this match, Steve Brown, and it's funny to think West Ham United still a little bit, not on edge necessarily, but know that this game isn't quite over the line yet.
No, it's not over the line, no, and they desperately want a third to put it to bed. But, you know, all the time there's just that one goal in it. Like I've said, that one long ball, that one long throw in, and Villa could be back in the game.
Headed away and up in the air from Courtney Hawes. It's going to drop for Lanzini, and he got caught late as he fired in a shot by Ashley Young. The referee's given the free kick. Lanzini's down holding his shin.
Is it the volley and the follow through that catches Young, or is it Young's challenge? Very difficult to determine as a referee. You know, is that Young making the challenge, or is that the follow through?
Declan Rice is maybe stood behind this. Aaron Creswell likewise it will be. Declan Rice right foot in, it's saved by Martinez diving to his left.
Yeah, that is a good save. I've been critical of him in terms of certainly the second goal, but that's a very good save low down to his left. It's coming through bodies, it's well struck, it goes through a little tiny gap between two players and he sees it, gets across, and that's a good strong arm low down to his left to push it around the post. Good save.
Cleared away over the halfway line, headed in towards Watkins on the edge of the West Ham United penalty area. Here's Antonio, he gets dragged to the ground by Target, and meantime Bowen has latched onto this forward header. It's Bowen inside the area, saved by Martinez, and Fornals puts it in. West Ham United have their third goal, adding injury to insult from the Villa fans' perspective, but Pablo Fornals doesn't care. Antonio with the header on, he was then horse-collared down by Matt Target. Carrying on was Jarrod Bowen into the penalty area. Martinez made the save. It dribbled to Fornals, who cracks it in. Aston Villa 1, West Ham United 3.
Yeah, I mean, Bowen recognises the ball up to Antonio. He takes off, but Antonio does tremendously well to get above his marker and flick it on. Bowen still has an awful amount of work to do. So a very good first touch in his path, the second one out of his feet, and he keeps the ball away from the back-tracking Nakamba, who looks like he's going to make a challenge, and just as about as he slides to ground, Bowen gets his shot away. You have to give credit to the keeper there. That's a wonderful save from Martinez.
Fornals spins in behind Courtney Hawes, still has the ball at his feet, it's into the penalty area. Bowen! 4-1. Jarrod Bowen, great little team goal. It's Antonio, flicked it out to the right, then it was driven by Lanzini into the path of Jarrod Bowen, who slid it in from 2 yards out. The result assured, every single outfield player goes to celebrate, and West Ham United seal this victory with a fourth goal. Aston Villa 1, West Ham United 4, still 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, and the third goal's absolutely killed Aston Villa off, because they were really buzzing before that. They were getting tight, they were getting around the ball in numbers. And since the third goal went in, they weren't chasing the ball down, they weren't getting tight, they weren't getting near West Ham players. Still credit to West Ham, because that was an excellent ball into Antonio, a super turn on the back foot, and some wonderful little one-touch passing actually to release Bowen at the end to have the tap in to make it a 4-1 scoreline. It's a very good move from West Ham. You know that as well.
There we go.
They seem very frustrated.
West Ham United have secured another away day victory. 2-1 up at half-time. In that first half, Ben Johnson with an early goal. Declan Rice had restored the lead after Ollie Watkins had given parity for Aston Villa in the second half. A couple of talking points really. The sending off of Konsa for denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity. In the lead up to that particular incident, there looked like a clear elbow in the face by Courtney Hawes on it was Fornals who was involved, wasn't it, in that one as well. The referee didn't even look at that, or if they did, they decided there was nothing wrong with that, but Konsa got sent off. West Ham United, after ceding a little bit of possession and chances or opportunities to Villa, who reacted well to going down to 10 men, suddenly broke away and got to a couple of late goals which sealed the result. Fornals and Jarrod Bowen with the strikes as far as West Ham United were concerned. The third and fourth goals gave the travelling fans a lot to cheer about. It gave Aston Villa supporters an excuse to leave the ground early. Dean Smith waits on the sidelines to maybe shake the hands of his players as they come off. He might want to have a word with Chris Kavanagh, who might say you were lucky not to be down to 9 men, Dean, never mind 10 as it was. But West Ham United cementing their spot in fourth place in the table. Another impressive away day. They've beaten Aston Villa here at Villa Park. Aston Villa 1, West Ham United 4.